This video is brought to you by
Welcome to Cool Green Clothing. You already know what it is. If you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way. That's just basic. Come see me this Thursday, May the 4th. Come see me. I got something just for you. You see these right here? These called the Doe Team short sets. You want to get up in these right here. Yeah, yo, don't miss out on these. Come on, come see me. Where you coming to see me at? 215 West Saratoga Street. When? This Thursday, May the 4th. If you can't come see me personally, shop with me online. CoolGreenClothing.com. If you ain't cool and getting the green, you're in the way.
What's going on, YouTube fam? This your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of the Baltimore Way, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. You definitely gonna want to watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. For the day one fam, y'all already know it's all love. Thanks for tuning back into another episode. If you're new to the channel and you feeling the content, feel free to subscribe. Definitely hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we drop a new video. Let's get right into the story. I remember being 18 years old, of Hagerstown, MCTC, going to Housing Unit 6, and meeting who ended up becoming my little mans, another hopper around my age named Dre from South Baltimore. We both were young, hot heads, and instantly clashed. We even fought. But over time, when you are in a cell with somebody, chopping it up daily, you soon become like brothers. So me, him, a few more of us young hoppers formed a bond to look out for each other, walk the yard together. One person might hold the joint, one day another might hold it. That's that blick in prison. If you know, you know. We were all young and wild, searching for answers and trying to figure out when we get uptown, how will we navigate the Baltimore streets. It was another dude named Harry that was really Dre mans. But us all being young, we ended up building a bond. Shorty had a body and had 25 years at 18. I had 5, Dre had like 3. I made my mind up once I got in like my 3rd year of my bit, I wanted to change my life, be there for my daughter and stay out the way. All the old heads used to play and say, Shorty, you too young. You got some more time in you. You'll definitely be back. But I just wasn't with big white CEOs disrespecting me, not being able to eat whatever I wanted to. My biggest thing was being away from my family and my daughter. I kept in contact with Dre all the way until he unfortunately lost his life. I always wondered what happened to the rest of our crowd. And on this episode of the Baltimore Way, we will discuss a case of a side dude accused of a hit on a girl's boyfriend. Back in 2005, Harry Coakley was an 18-year-old young man from South Baltimore that had made a mistake. Like a lot of young men in Baltimore, and did a robbery and shot somebody who unfortunately didn't survive. He was sentenced to 25 years, but with the youth offender program and MAPS, he could do less time. We were all up MCTC together. Dre would leave first, going to BCCC. I would eventually go on to the Hill at Hagerstown pre-release, then the BCCC, then the work release. After Dre came home, he came to Greenmount to see me while I was on work release. If everybody know, it's a window right there. He was screaming up at the window. He was talking to me. We had plans about when I came uptown, but I never saw him again. Unfortunately, he lost his life. Harry would be released after serving 13 years in 2016. And as we all know, being gone that long, it can be hard to readapt to society, and the rules of the streets can change. By 2016, I was all the way on my family man tip and really separated myself from a lot of people. One day I opened up my phone and saw a familiar face. It was now 2022. It was Harry, accused of catching another body. I was geeking, like dang, yo really came home for only a little minute, only was home for a second, and now he got to fight another body. I definitely felt for the alleged victim and Harry, but people get grabbed up every day for stuff they didn't do. This is what allegedly happened. 2022, now 36 years old, Harry met a young lady who he later stated he didn't know had a boyfriend. Unknown to him, he was the side dude. They would link up, do their thing, nothing serious. Her boyfriend was 33-year-old Morris Hood Jr. and her and him shared the home together in the 200 block of South Monastery Avenue. So when on February 2022, BPD was called to the home at 1:30 in the morning to shots fired, they encountered a young woman claiming her boyfriend was shot and she didn't know what happened. Police located Morris suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was rushed to a local hospital, but unfortunately, he would not survive. Back on the scene, police questioned the young lady and neighbors. They searched the home and found a wife beater, boxers, and along with shell casings. The boxers didn't belong to Morris. As the investigation started, Harry's name would pop up as the alleged trigger man. He was eventually arrested and charged with first-degree hit, in which on his first court date, even though he never admitted to anything, prosecutors were already pointing to Harry's case that he was convicted for back in the day. They claimed he could not conform to society. As the case made its way to trial, more information came out. Harry and his attorneys claimed he met a young lady. He was invited to her home to a party. They went upstairs and there was a group of people, but Harry didn't come to vibe with them. So him and the young lady went downstairs and started getting it in the living room before Harry claimed to hear commotion and then shots going off. He stated he ran out the home without asking any questions and later found out the girl he went to see had a boyfriend and that's who was hit. But he claimed not to have any knowledge of what transpired. But prosecutors painted a whole different story. After putting the young lady on the stand and questioning her, it did not match up to a party gone wrong. They alleged Harry was the woman's side piece and he knew it. On the day of the hit, Morris came home and caught them in the act in the living room on the floor. Him and Harry got into a heated argument before Morris left. He then returned late that night to find Harry and his girl still in the home getting it in, this time upstairs in the room. They claimed the two men got into another altercation. Then Harry upped the blick and shot Morris multiple times. The judge agreed with the prosecutor and offered Harry a life sentence, in which him and his lawyer declined. The case would go to jury trial, where it was explained as a woman cheating on a man in a home she shared with him with her side dude. And after being confronted, he shot. Eventually, Harry was found guilty and sentenced to 40 years for second-degree murder, plus a consecutive 20 years for use of a firearm by a felon, on top of another consecutive 15 years. In total, 75 years over a female. Rest in peace to Morris. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to his family. It hits different when you think back on the company you kept and realize it's a blessing to still be breathing and free. It could have literally went any way with my life. That's why I don't judge no one in these stories I do. I know both sides of the field. I am still a work in progress myself. I have no room to look down on no one. I just tell these cautionary tales so all us can see how quick things can go left and move accordingly and pray you can avoid these situations. As life is about choices, Harry got a second chance and lost his freedom again over ego and a female. Now she got one hit and another in prison, and she out with the next man. Harry could have left and still been free, but that mentality of being on go at all times got a lot of us men not understanding when to hold and when to fold. Now people we don't even know, like CEOs and guards, got to make the choice for you in a prison cell. But hey, that's the Baltimore way. Man, crazy story. Rest in peace to Morris. Y'all heard the story, man. I ain't gonna talk too much more about the situation. Leave it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Definitely be respectful. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. This is another episode of the Baltimore Way. It's your boy Tony 2 times. Love, fam. I'm out.